satisfying than dinner with the Swansons.
That was really good. Can I have a little more?
You knew all along that Morgan was my father, didn't you?
I already told you I didn't. For the past 10 years, I've known that man as Jarrett Morgan. I had no idea he was Baxter McCandless.
I don't believe that.
Well, you believe whatever you want. I'm telling you the truth.
And none of this makes any sense. Why would Victor Markham ask you to take care of my father? Why?
Can't go into any of that.
Yes, you can. You owe me.
Okay, maybe I do. Victor felt responsible for what had happened to your father.
For what? What's Victor Markham got to do with my father?
Sit down. I was in the States at the time of your father's plane crash, finishing my last year of college. When I came home, Victor asked to see me.
Some things have been happening in your absence, son. Things that I didn't want you involved with for your own protection. But situations change, and now I need your help.
I'd do anything for you, Victor, you know that.
Yes, I do. I've sent Jenny to Europe. I don't know when she'll be able to come back.
You're in danger.
Yes. I've lived a long life, James. And a good one. But the future belongs to the young. My way of life offers no future for Jenny or you. I will not have either of you live the way I have. So I've made some decisions.
What do you want me to do?
Assume a burden for me, James. A big one. I need you to repay a debt that I can't repay myself. Several months ago, I decided to end my way of life, get out of the business. You've heard of the Congressional Committee in Washington investigating organized crime? I contacted them through an intermediary. I offered them information, evidence that would enable them to convict and arrest several major figures in our line of work in exchange for my immunity.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want you involved, but I did need help. I assembled the documents, located a stateside attorney who could be trusted. He flew down here, picked up the documents for the committee, and then he boarded his privately chartered plane for the return flight. There were rumors that I might be on that flight. I wasn't.
What happened?
The plane blew up, crashed at sea.
The attorney died?
It might have been better for him if he did. No, he's still alive. Barely. Which is why I need your help. I want him back 100%. I don't care what it takes, how much money or time. That's your responsibility now, son.
Because you're leaving?
Yes. And that's all I will tell you. It's safer that way.
I understand. I'll do whatever it takes.
Good. The man's in my private hospital here. I want you to see him right away. The job starts now, James.
I'm on my way. Victor, what's his name?
Jarrett Morgan.
My father.
He didn't even know who he was then, Thomas. And I only knew him by that name. Till a couple of weeks ago.
Wait a minute. I know the plane blew up. But you telling me it was deliberate because of Victor Markham's documents on board?
Or maybe they thought Victor himself would be on board. We were never able to prove sabotage. But it was too obvious to be anything else. Either way, Victor felt responsible for your father.
I remember the last time I saw my father. It was an ordinary day, just like any other. He was running late. Didn't have time for breakfast. He said his goodbyes, told us that he'd see us all the next night for dinner. Kissed my mother goodbye, and that was the last time I ever saw him. It was supposed to be just an ordinary business trip like so many of the others.
Had your father returned with that evidence, some of the most powerful criminal organizations in this country would have been destroyed.
You make him sound like a hero.
From where I sit, your father is a hero.
I didn't know Mrs. McCandless was leaving.
Well, she's getting married in a few weeks. She's got a whole new life ahead of her, you know. Being a senator's wife is a full-time job in itself.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And we're all gonna miss her terribly around here, but I'm really glad for her. You know, she's been a widow for 10 years. She certainly deserves some personal happiness. So we're gonna throw her a combination wedding shower and goodbye party tonight. What, will you come?
I don't know. I'll think about it.
I thought Mrs. McCandless was one of the few people you liked around here.
She is. I just don't like parties or goodbyes. Hey, come on, Jim. We're gonna get the show back on the road or what? Let's go.
I know it was stupid for me to give that check to the mother, but I thought we would lose Allison if I didn't.
The truth is, we would have lost her.
I just don't understand why Austin Sinclair allowed you to do this.
Well, he certainly knows the law.
Allow it? He was the messenger. He's the one who actually gave the check to the birth mother.
It wasn't really his fault. He even tried to talk me out of it. I insisted.
The truth is, this kind of payment is actually fairly common, law or no law.
If we could just find the mother.
And tell her how much we love Allison, maybe we could convince her otherwise.
If the mother's formally going to file a petition, the name's going to come out eventually.
Well, eventually it could be too late.
Now, listen, please, don't anyone ask me where I got these papers, but the name of the baby's mother is Emily Riley.
When we set out to create a totally new cookie, we started from scratch with our finest ingredients, whipped into a new dough that's creamier, smoother than you could possibly make at home.